I did a poll. I had 4 songs on it. Those were the most recent requests on my channel. I threw them down there. 83% of 35 votes, so over 20 votes. Home free quarantine. Let's roll.
We don't care about opinions cause we're hated all the time. So fuck you and how you're feeling cause I swear I ain't the type. You're so easily offended and it shows in what you write. So this one won't let it slide. Yeah, this one won't let it slide.
What's up YouTube and welcome back WIGGLEZ CLAN to another WIGGLEZ Reacts. It's your boy WIGGLEZ. If you haven't already, hit that sub button. We have 28 more people until our next drawing, man. Hit that sub button so somebody can win some money. Somebody can win some woodworking projects. Come on, man. Hit that sub button just for everybody else who's been following me. We're so close. Hit that button. But anyway, I took a poll, like I said in the intro. Home free quarantine. You're up. We're going to be doing this. So, if you haven't already, go check out my description page. Go check out the artist, Discords, and Reactors down there. Namely, the Asylum Discord, the Bar Discord, Back to School Reacts, Wixter Reacts, Nefarious, Lehman, who am I going to give a shout out? Leroy Biggs! Go check them out, man. But, anyway. I guess we're doing home free quarantine. Let's get it. Let's go. Automatically, I know that's Zoom. I use it for my Discord. So they're going to record this entire thing and try to get it in sync and in harmony on Zoom. Let's see what they can do. I love the Western feel of this already. This is like an ominous sound. It's about the pandemic, so it would definitely have an ominous sound. But the fact that they used the Zoom music as their, like, you know how they used to blow the whistle? And everybody would start? Well, that was, I don't know exactly what the term it is. Comment it below, you guys will. You always are great about teaching me things that I don't know about acapella and vocalism. However, that was a pretty solid intro. Let's go. Gloves, hand sanitizer, empty rolls of toilet paper. All right. Sounds about right.
If you search for friendliness, it might be hard to find. But for now, it's how we have to live. Oh. Don't you try to second guess, cause you might just lose.
Alright. I just gotta ask. Is Adam like a severe collector of things? Cause like his entire backdrop, the guy with all the figurines behind him, like he must be a mad collector.
Use your mind. Instead, consider the alternative. Quarantine is such a lonely word. Everyone is feeling blue. Whoa, quarantine is hardly what's preferred, and mostly what I need from you.
It's TP! TP for my mug hole! Oh my god. I saw a meme with Beavis and Butthead with girls flocking around him saying, "This is what you get when you tell girls you have TP for their bunghole." Because even now, I go to the dollar store and there's 4 rolls, like 4 packages of toilet paper on the shelf. It's still there. I don't exactly know where all the toilet paper went, but it's gone. It's not being made quick enough. Quarantine. It's such a lonely word, but it's also a really, really like blunt word. And at this point, this was released in on April 17th, which was like right in the midst of the COVID pandemic outbreak, where we were starting to realize that a lot of people were infected with this and a lot of people were dying from it very quickly. And now it almost seems ridiculous. I live in Wisconsin, and every single night since the stay-at-home order from Tony Evers was overturned by the Supreme Court, I have seen every single bar, restaurant, and place of sit-down eatery packed. No social distancing, no care in the world. Every time I go into a store, there is hardly anybody that wears a mask. There was hardly anybody who wore a mask before that stay-at-home order was canceled by the Supreme Court, overruled by the Supreme Court. Now you don't see anybody wearing a mask. It's very frightening. If you live in a state that's open, don't expect them to safely reopen. It's really not a thing.
And mostly what I need from you.
SVP.
Stand 6 feet from anyone.
Not exactly true, because it's now mutating into forms that are more has an aerosol effect where people 12 to 20 feet away can actually receive droplets that you're sending out from the mist of your mouth. So actually it's even easier to transmit now than just that.
Stand 6 feet from anyone when you fraternize. And don't forget to cough into your sleep.
I'm a heavy smoker. That is not COVID. That is just me smoking these things that kill 500,000 people a year. Just saying.
Better yet, use Skype or Zoom to help you socialize. Just stay home if you don't have to leave.
Dude, how can you have a double entendre in your lyrics? Leave, leaf.
Home if you don't.
As script work would say, that's a bar. Those lyrics have bars, man. That lyric video had bars.
Don't have to leave. Don't have to leave. Quarantine is such a lonely world. Everyone.
Hey, I have to admit, anybody who has a pet right now is probably very thankful, or at least in this time, that they had that pet. Either that or the pet kept, going on the carpet on the inside. But either way, that companionship, man. Go to your local animal shelter and adopt a rescue pet. They're some of the best animals you'll ever get, and they're gonna keep you company when you don't have anybody else.
Is feeling blue, feeling blue. Quarantine is hardly what's preferred, and mostly what I need from you. Can't find toilet paper, can't find groceries. Thank God for Domino's and Amazon delivery.
Hey, you know what the weird thing is about, so eating out? They call it an essential. I ended up cutting my finger on a table saw, and I talked to an ER doctor. He told me about a story of this woman and husband who were completely quarantined. They didn't even leave their house, but they got takeout every day. And they both contracted the virus. One of them died. One of them survived. And the doctor that I was talking to said that it was either contracted by the person who delivered it or the packaging or food that was prepared itself. That the virus got on the packaging, the food, or the delivery person had it and gave it to them. Even though they wore masks and gloves when they greeted the delivery man at the door, they still contracted it. So, is takeout a safe alternative?
Thank God for Domino's and Amazon delivery.
Now with Amazon, it's not. It probably will not survive on the packaging for that long. And if it does, the CDC is starting to say that it's very hard to contract it from hard surfaces. So it was probably the delivery person who gave it to that couple. But still, if you get takeout, you're still exposing yourself to a point of contact.
Thank God for Domino's and Amazon deliveries. The only thing that comforts me is to lather, rinse, repeat with soap.
Come on, Tim. Come on, Tim. I think I just broke my headphones. Why are you going to put sanitizer on the pizza? You going to eat that? Well, it was suggested by somebody very high in power.
With soap. When I'm binging Netflix, don't be too concerned. No, it's not the only thing I do. Not the only thing I do. I get Disney in the mix and Apple TV gets a turn. HBO, Prime Video, and Hulu.
Hulu is my... I've been an essential worker this whole time, so I've been out exposed, frontline. I make hard, like... I make this stuff. That's actually a really nice bird's eye, but... That's all I do. I just make wood. Wood that you can build with. You can't even build with it. You can make cool projects like what I got behind me with it. It's kind of a luxury thing. It was considered luxury before COVID. Now it's essential. So, I don't know.
Video and Hulu. Quarantine is such a lonely word. Everyone is feeling blue. Whoa, quarantine is hardly what's preferred, and mostly what I need from you.
The Japanese have done a study showing that with this particular virus, masks prevent 75% of the spread. You know how uncomfortable it was the first time I walked into a store with an N95 mask because I was able to get one at work before they were completely gone, and I was the smart one that asked for it? You know how uncomfortable I was? Like every time that me and my wife go to the store and we put gloves on and we put this mask on and we get out of the car, I feel like we're about to rob a bank. It's not comfortable, guys. It's not. It's embarrassing. You feel self-conscious about it. You feel like this is so abnormal to the American way of life because there are other, cultures that accept mask wearing because they have a large population and a lot of species mingling, specifically China, Indonesia, in the Asian area, it's very acceptable to wear a mask anywhere you go because you don't want the air around there is absolutely horrible, and B, you don't know who you're running into and what they've been exposed to. In America, we have a fairly safe, hygienic way of life, so we don't necessarily wear masks. It's a smart thing to do. It is. Since Wisconsin opened, nobody's been doing it, but actually, I can't even say that. I go to McDonald's, and there's still people wearing a mask, which makes me, and gloves. And I see them change their gloves every time that they make an exchange with me. So that makes me comforted. Wear a mask, wear your gloves. You don't even have to wear the gloves, because it's not, just wash your hands. It's not easily transmittable on hard surfaces. It can live on hard surfaces for a very long time, but you can't contract it very easily. But the aerosol form of this is very contractible. So wear your mask. Okay, so hopefully I got this right. Adam has the blue one. That is an N93 or 2 mask. Basically, it doesn't have the respiration feature on it. So the air goes through the cloth and then goes through it. There's a filter on the N95s. Okay, Chris's, with the whole bandana, you have the entire bottom of the chin that's completely exposed. So any airflow that goes towards his mouth will go up through that vacancy in between his neck and the mask itself. So Chris's mask is not going to help him not contract the virus. He can still contract the virus with that mask. However, if he has that mask and he were to sneeze, cough, or breathe, the particles of water that carry the virus would trickle down the mask and down into his shirt. Rob, Tim, you both have surgical masks on of different types, and then again, you still have pockets where airflow can be, exerted in around the actual fabric. So therefore, you still can contract it. However, if you cough, sneeze, or exhale, those water droplets will condensate on the inside of the mask and run down towards you instead of outward towards another person. And these double layered homemade cloth masks, to be honest, I put one on and it's harder for me to breathe in one of those than it is in the N95. So I actually think these type, where it's sewed to fit, where it really fits both your upper eye level and your chin level and creates a nice seal, I think those type are actually preventing both. I don't have any science to prove this other than just knowing how aerodynamics work and path of least resistance. Like, that's a nice tight seal all the way around. My wife has had several of those made for her because she's a frontline worker working in a nursing home. And I think they would both prevent giving it and contracting it. Same with Adam. So Austin and Adam, good going. The rest of you guys, you're going to contract it, but you won't give it. Still better than contracting and giving it at a free rate. It will still cut down this spread. As long as they don't get anywhere, as long as those three, Chris, Rob, and Tim, don't get anywhere close to somebody who has it, they will not contract it. That has a mask on. At least only a 25% chance. Which is a heck of a lot better than a 300% chance. Just saying. Hey, I didn't want to politicize this video, which I did not. I was strictly trying to stick to the facts of this situation that I know. I've seen this video many times already. I haven't watched it, but I've seen it pop up. I clicked on it once, and I saw it was a quarantine video, and it was a COVID video, so I kind of got away from it because YouTube was coming down hard on disinformation. I think I did a fairly decent job at relaying reliable information. If I get blocked because of my information, I do apologize. I must have said something wrong. But if you guys have followed me this far, go check out my other reactions. I've done a ton of home free reactions. It's been a long time since I got one out. So I'm glad you guys follow me. I'm glad you stuck around. Until next time, guys, it's your boy Wiggles. Wait. Hold on. We didn't finish the song. Dial up! Really? I really wish I wouldn't have finished up the song. Dial up. Nobody has dial up anymore. Nobody has AOL dial up. Come on.